When you start the machine the first time, we recommend you to connect it to the internet. You have to slide down here, so you get the Android settings, and then you can go on the Wi-Fi, so it will search for the network, and then you can connect to the network. As soon as we are connected to the Wi-Fi, what we can do is we can go on the settings, and we can then update the software and firmware. At the moment it shows no new version found. Very soon there will be a version 3.5, which you then can update. Next we have to install the cutters and the tracers. For this we go to the settings menu, settings, and over here we have change decoder, change cutter. If we do the first time we can just press change decoder. So it will move out the decoder and also the cutter a little bit. Then we will install the decoder as shown. The machine is provided with 4 decoders. And when installing the decoders, you also get the screws with it directly with a few spares. So we will need 2. So when installing, make sure the decoders are facing upwards. Then we put the first screw of one decoder in. Don't fully fix it. The second screw gets inside. So we will do the same on the second side. Again, make sure that the decoder is facing upward, so that both decoders on both sides are facing up. Don't fully tighten the first screw. And then we put in the second screw. And afterwards we fully tighten all screws. Hand tight is enough, so you don't need to over tighten it. And after we go on change cutter, and we can install the cutter as shown. The machine is provided with 2 cutters and 1 adapter. We will put the adapter with the flat surface towards the screw, and then we will use the provided big Allen key. When installing the cutter, you have to make sure to first put the cutter on, then screw the nut a little bit, then position the cutter correctly that it will slide onto a very small shaft, and then you hand tighten the nut. After we tighten the nut roughly, we need our ratchet to secure the shaft inside the hole. Don't use the hole with the threads. After we've done this, the normal cutter is secured, and we have to install the second cutter. Also of this cutter there are 2 provided. When pulling out the cutter, make sure not to cut yourself. The cutter will have to be installed completely until the end. Make sure it's completely flush here, If it's not flush, maybe because of a little bit of pressure inside the system, you have to push a little bit harder until it's flat. We have the big screw, which is for the jaw, and we have the small jaw screws, which are for the cutter itself. So we can just screw it in. After also the cutter is installed, we can press on reset. For the calibration, we go to settings, calibration, and we can calibrate the decoders and the cutters. For now, we will calibrate the cutters first. So we go on cutter calibration. It's telling you to use a keep length with 22. On the keep length itself, there is stamped a 22. So any keep length can be used. There is normally one single keep length in a small bag that can be used for this. So we install it. For installation, we put it the same way as the sticker. So put it like this. So we will use our big Allen key, and we make sure it goes securely into all 3 holes. As the keep length is installed, we click on OK. Calibrations you can use with the open shield, but if you are cutting, the shield has to be closed or the machine will stop. On the side we have the possibility to have up to 6 cutters and one of the round cutters. Also put the tools for changing the cutters on the side. One small tip when using the machine: when you are decoding a key, you go on decode, and normally it will want you to be installed like this, which is called outward. So the head is up, the shoulder is outward of the machine, but sometimes you can't clamp the key like this. So what we have done, you can also go and switch it up, so you can have key head up, shoulder inward, or you can even put head down, shoulder outward, head down, shoulder inward. This allows you to put the key even like this. The only problem is you don't have a real stop, so you have to roughly do it by eye. And then you can even install a key completely upside down.